As the sun transits Aquarius today becomes the doorway for the last 31 days of Saturn's judgment. Saturn, as one of the ruling planets of Aquarius, acts as the dispositor of punishments. So, let us look at what fate befalls our collective consciousness and experiences as Nigerians. Astrologically, we understand that the quality of experience is determined by the quality of time in which the experience unfolds. What do I mean by this? It means that if a planet ruling the current time period is positioned poorly in the chart, then the overall experience of this time becomes very poor. Same applies for the opposite. Therefore, while reading a chart, the Mahadasha is very important, as it gives insight to the quality of experience. For those of you who don't know what a Dasha system is, it is simply a timing system. Subscribe to my astrological class to learn more. So for Nigeria and our collective consciousness and experience, Mercury here is the Lagna Lord, and Jupiter is opposing the Lagna Lord in its own sign, making Jupiter very strong. So for Nigeria, a Gemini rising, with Mars, who is influencing Nigerians' first house, will move into Aquarius to meet with Mercury, the lord of the first house, in a house controlled by Rahu. And Sun, which represents authority, will also be in the same house with other 5 planets all eclipsed. The hand of God for this 9th house, which means Karaka in Sanskrit, is Sun and Jupiter. Sun is eclipsed by the shadows. Jupiter is weak in Gemini in the Lagna. So Nigeria's identity and homeland will go through a rough path this period. The 9th house is shadowed. Churches, shrines, mosques, father figures are all shadowed. So expect scandals, bans, losses, revelations, hidden truths surfacing. The 9th house will demand blood when the moon transits the house in a few days. One interesting thing about Nigeria's chart is that all the planets converging in the 9th house in Aquarius all have their nakshatra ruled by Rahu. Moon, Mars, Mercury and Venus are Rahu-ruled nakshatra, while the eclipsed sun is ruled by the moon. Then, February 17th, solar eclipse is majorly Dhanishta, which is Mars-ruled, and Shatabisha, Rahu-ruled. What this means is that this period is completely eclipsed by the malefic energy of Mars and Rahu. Aggression, anger, jealousy, strength, drive, hatred, unconventional desire and pleasure. Secondly, Saturn is second house to this eclipse, so Saturn is blocking something. Nigeria is experiencing a weak structure for work and wealth creation. So Nigeria and Nigerians will need to do enormous amount of work to be able to get through it. Saturn represents governing structure, governance, and even elderly people. And this Saturn in Pisces shows that the current governing body is weak. Though once Saturn gets into Aries, few months from now, that energy changes from weakness to strength. Now you see, in this Nigerian chart, where Mercury lost the Lagna, Mercury seems to give good results within 17-year period. Here, Mercury and Venus are good friends, and Venus as the dispositor of Mercury is conjoined in the same house. This Mercury